Hey coaches, coming at you from the foothills of Colorado. It's beautiful out here, but I'm going to show you in very simple terms how to get an extra significant burst of business in a very short period of time, create extra impact, create extra income. And if you're looking to make Success Club, maybe it's the beginning of the month or the end of the month and you just need to get in it quickly, or you got a trip coming up and you just want to make sure it's under your belt for the month. This is it right here. It's so simple. I created a 3-day intensive invitation effort. I've got it all documented. I did a test group already. I've got the results. You can see all of that. I'm very transparent about the entire thing. I had brand new coaches who have never made any of their own residual money before ever in their lives that had success, as well as people that have been doing this for a while and people that have been stuck have some success. And so since I did the test group this following month, I'm like, well, I'm flying out for 3 weeks starting the 17th of the month, and I'll be not home until the 10th of the following month. And I'm like, I want to be in Success Club, not 5, but 10, or actually have 12 points. So I've got some cushion just in case somebody cancels or whatever. And it's like, okay, got to get this done. So I went back to my 3-day intensive invitation effort and I got it done. And you know what? I actually did have a cancellation to deal with, which, took away 2 Success Club points. So then I had what was missing in addition to an extra 2. It's like, oh man. And I had a bunch of people canceling and a bunch of people promising they'd do this and that and didn't, and no shows and, all the stuff that you guys experienced too. But my focus, kind of a mono focus, if you will, was an intense effort, an intense focus on just inviting, copying and pasting step 1 and maybe modifying to the situation if I needed to, the individual, and a one-on-one context, whether it be phone call or private message. In my case, usually private message over Facebook. And I did it over and over and over again using the 3-day intensive invitation formula until I got what I needed, and a bunch of other people got what they needed too. So it was a win-win. Not only did I get into Success Club 10, but I got into Success Club 12 by the time that I had left. And since then, another person was ready, and now I'm in Success Club 14, and there's a bunch of other people that are ready, and there's a bunch of other people that said, how about next month? So I got a bunch of other people already lined up for next month. So probably the first week of the following month, I'm going to be in Success Club 10. So that's pretty awesome. So I want you to realize that doing this 3-day intensive invitation effort, or any intensive invitation effort, if it's any good, it's going to go way beyond that 3 days or that intensive burst of activity effort. It's going to go way beyond that. I probably sent out about 100 invitations until I got into it, but many of those people haven't even opened their message yet, and they're going to see it. Some of them just opened it yesterday after I started my trip, and there's going to be more that's going to open it tomorrow, and there's going to be a bunch of people that did open it, but it wasn't the right time, but next month or the month after that or whatever is going to be the right time. And you know what? There's still people that are opening it now that's like, okay, let's do this now. So it's just incredible. It's an effort that can potentially pay you for the rest of your life. But that's provided that you do the responsible follow-up and you don't quit. You don't do an intensive effort and then throw in your hat and say, okay, I'm done, it's taken care of now. No, it's not. It's not taken care of at all. I mean, in a way it is, but provided that you do the responsible see-through and follow-up, absolutely, an intensive effort like this could potentially pay you for the rest of your life. It's really cool. It's really exciting. There's a lot of residualness in it, and it's totally different than the type of money that you earn at a job, where at a job, you're paid on an effort just once, and that's it. You're never paid on that effort again. Whatever you did, say the first day, the first week, the first month, the first year at your job, you only get paid for that effort once, and same with the following days and weeks and hours and minutes and so forth. You're only paid once, which means that with job money, regular, ordinary, earned income money, you have to constantly, continuously sell your time for money. And if you stop selling your time for money, you stop getting paid, the bills can't be paid, and so forth. So this is a complete opposite of that. This one is an investment of your time rather than selling your time for money. There's no correlation between your time and money. It's the perceived value that you provide and can pay you for the rest of your life, provided there's the see-through and the follow-up. Pretty cool stuff. And so what this means for me, the reason why I'm doing this video here at this location, not just because it's beautiful and it's more interesting than the backdrop of my living room, I don't know, but also because I'm visiting my birth family right now. I get to do that because I invested my time. I transitioned away from having to sell my time for money like at a job. It took me a couple of years to do it, but I figure a couple years of investing my time to retire richer than I was when I was working compared to 40 years, retiring poorer than you were when you were working. This is the speed of light. I think the 40-year plan to retire poorer is a racket. It's my personal opinion. So now I get to focus on creating experiences with people that I love and care about, and having the freedom of my time. That's wealth. It's not money. Wealth is freedom of your time. But you have to have a passive income type, a residual passive income that covers you, so you don't have to sell your time for money, which means you can now focus on creating experiences and having your freedom of time and having true wealth, where you can have both your income and a personal life at the same time versus one or the other. Like a lot of people believe they have to choose. Am I going to have the financial wealth or am I going to have the personal wealth? That's ridiculous. That's commonly a middle class philosophy. But people that are truly rich, not in terms of money, but people that are truly rich, they're truly wealthy, they have their freedom of time because they've got the income and they got the freedom to spend their time how they want, creating experiences. So that's why I'm shooting from this locale. In fact, I'm going to be picking my birth mother up. My adoption story is pretty cool. I'll be picking my birth mother up in about an hour. I wanted to escape for a little bit to make this video and to encourage you to engage in an all-out intensive effort, like a short burst of activity that could pay you for the rest of your life, provided there's follow-up. Something that's so intense it may not be sustainable for a super long period of time, like maybe, a period of months. You could go all out. There's 90-day versions of this and 60 and 30-day. This is a 3-day purely intensive just for the invitations. Like so focused, I don't really do anything else but invite until I'm in Success Club 10, and I did it. And because of the nature of this business, even though I stopped at 10 or 12 actually, they're still coming in anyway, even though I stopped inviting. It's pretty incredible. And next week I fly to Las Vegas, where I'm going to have a lot of fun. And the week after that I'm going to Hollywood and San Diego. And then after 3 weeks of all this traveling and fun and focusing on creating experiences rather than how the bills are going to be paid, I fly back home to Wisconsin. And then I get to hang out with my adoptive family. I'm very lucky in that I have a really great adoptive family, and that the whole adoption thing and my birth family and finding them all worked out. I didn't find my birth family until I was 35 years old. So 35 years, a lifetime. And now that I found them, I don't have to get permission from a gatekeeper or a boss to take time off and see them, because I fired my boss. I called off the job search forever. And this is, draw parallels to however this relates to you. What do you want to do with your time? What's your life going to look like if you're no longer living underneath the thumb of anybody that can tell you what to do? What's your life going to look like if you're no longer selling your time for money because you're going to be covered financially? You might have to, like me, I had to go a couple years. It took me a transitional period, but oh my goodness, it's worth it. 2 years compared to 40 years. 2 years retire richer, 40 years retire poorer. It's such a big contrast. So what is your life going to look like when you get to spend your time how you want, with who you want, impacting how you want? I want you guys to think about that as I encourage you to do some intensive efforts like this. It's really incredible. I hope that I have. And if you would like a copy of the 3-day intensive effort to do, please let me know. I'm more than happy to share it with you. Really, truly I am. I'll share the results, the test group got, and anything you want to see. And even better, if you have a small group of people, or even if it's just one other person that you want to partner up with and do a 3-day intensive effort and keep each other accountable, do it. It's awesome. I love it. So take care, everyone. I'm going to finish up my hike. I'll at the end of this video, I'll share a couple pictures that I haven't taken yet, but I will when I put this together in my movie editor. I'll just let the video play. You'll see some awesome pictures I'm going to take for you, or maybe a panoramic video shot. You'll love it. I will talk to you soon. Hit me up about the 3-day intensive invitation effort. You'll love it. It's pretty cool. And let's all be in that place together where we no longer have to work for money. Okay? And if you want to work for money still because you love your job, at least at that point it's an option, and you're not doing it out of a neediness. So no neediness. It's all about options and freedom. Peace out. Live free. Bye for now.